Hey, I'm Tyler St. Clair,
And I'm Evan Farrell.
and this is Halfnote.
And today we're going to talk about Under Oath, and they cuss now, and that's really weird.
And Twitter, musicians on Twitter.
Especially the Counterparts lead singer, because he's the best Twitter person I've ever read, I think.
And then we're going to talk about the V movement. The V's. Let's take U's out of your name and put V's in it. That's the cool thing to do.
There's like 50 bands that I can name that have done that.
Name 5 right now.
I can't.
Name 1.
Paris.
Okay, Paris did it.
But they didn't even change the U's into V's. They did the A. Like, they completely changed the game.
Yeah, I think that was some sort of like copyright stuff. I don't know.
Every time I see the V's, I immediately.
Do you think Paris Hilton was pissed about it? Do you think that's what it was?
I think there's probably a copyright thing, and she's like, "No, that's not cool. You
Maybe
can't be
that's what it
named
is. I don't
Paris."
know. We could just Google it, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna Google it.
Yeah, we definitely don't have phones and laptops in front of us.
I'm not gonna Google that.
Whatever.
So what are we gonna talk about first?
I think we should talk about Under Oath because it's such a hot button issue right now because there's literally so many different opinions on it.
Well, before we talk about Under Oath, I have to read you this tweet before we talk about it.
Yeah, you saved it. You were like, I'm not going to read this until we start. So I'm curious as to what it is. Was it 100th?
It was 100th that tweeted.
Which we'll leave our opinions on 100th out the door right now.
No, I like 100th.
Old 100th.
Liked.
Past tense, please.
I don't know. I mean, all right. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But anyway, yesterday they tweeted and said, "Holy dude." Let me go back. "Holy dude from Unearth put our logo on his throat." So everybody knows that Unearth is a metal band, not Under Oath. But, you know, I mean, like, everybody's tweeting back and saying, Under Oath? Under Oath? And I think that's because Aaron has giant keys tattooed on his neck. I mean, they don't look anything like 100th's logo, but at the same time, it's kind of humorous. But then again, that logo is like the most generic.
I've seen that on shirts, and it's not for 100th.
Yeah, I mean, like, just type in key vector on Google, and I guarantee you can find it.
And everybody has done at some point. They just take an item and they make an X out of it.
I mean,
pens, swords,
I think
keys.
Everybody does it.
But it looks cool. But it is pretty generic because I feel like I've seen it 100 times. But I love 100th's merch, even though their new stuff is not my favorite. Their merch is like the most comfortable thing I've ever worn. And their merch guy, did I tell you that story? Their merch guy,
is it?
The merch guy at Warped Tour that one year was a total asshole. He kind of yelled at me when I asked for a shirt. I just pointed and said, "Can I get that shirt back there?" And he said, "What size do you want?" And I was like,
"Oh, is that the guy that smelled bad?"
That
guy smelled terrible.
I don't think that was him. I don't know what you're talking about.
But speaking of Unearth, do you remember when...
I don't know who that band is.
We had a friend named Tyler, which is also my name, and about 46 other people that live within a 15-mile radius here. So everybody has a nickname. Nobody ends up actually being called Tyler at the end of it.
Except for you.
No, everybody called me Bub.
I never did join that movement. I called you Tyler.
But remember the Unearth? I think it was Unearth, because Tar told us that they mic'd a block of ice in the studio.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Because they wanted the record to be cool.
Yeah. I think they did.
I don't know if this is confirmed. This is not confirmed.
I'm pretty sure
I'm Googling it right now.
For the podcast, let's say it was confirmed.
I don't think it was confirmed.
Why are you using your phone and not the laptop that's in front of you?
Because I don't want clicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real or not, but
I want to assume that it's real because it's really funny.
I'm literally typing in Unearth Mike's a block of ice.
I think we should have a quick aside for anyone that's listening and might not know Tyler and I. We have very differing views in music. We both like the same stuff, but we also like a lot of different stuff. So it's different we have different viewpoints on things. But let's talk about the Under Oath record.
The record?
Or
You mean the new song?
Sorry, the CD. Or the song.
It's loud and it's in your face.
I really liked it.
And then they say
that's the craziest part.
And I can't believe it.
I feel like everyone exploded when they said
I don't even personally care.
But this is coming from someone, my opinion might be moot, but I mean, I've never in depth listened to Under Oath. I mean, you know that.
Yeah.
I appreciate what they've done for music and stuff because they're enormous. They're one of the biggest bands in that genre, are they not?
Yeah. I mean, they kind of defined their sort of own genre, I would say. I mean, they definitely paved their own path as far as sound goes.
I mean, I again, like I said, I've never like in depth listened to them. I know I've heard a few songs just in passing and
Can you name any songs though?
Not at all. The new one. Actually, I don't even know the title of the new one. I can't think of it. Is it called Erase Me?
I mean, that's what the name of the record's going to be.
Oh, okay.
The new song's called On My Teeth.
Okay, well, I really liked it.
The color's yellow, so maybe this song's secretly about plaque.
Teeth plaque?
I don't think
that's what it's about. But regardless, I thought it was really good. Like you said, it was in your face. I mean, like this few songs that I have heard by Under Oath, I thought it was similar to those. So that's why I'm not understanding. I've seen a lot of people not like it.
Maybe you've heard the later sound.
I definitely haven't listened to
the most popular sound was like Define the Great Line.
I know I've listened to a few songs off of that.
And They're Only Chasing Safety, which was, right before that. That was like their super early stuff. Not as early. I mean, like when they first started.
Well, no, what I was about to say. Songs of Depression, I think, is that Blue album that's on Spotify. Not a sponsor. That Blue album that's on Spotify. It's like Songs of Depression, I think.
Cries of the Past.
Something like that.
Oh my God.
I was trying to get into Under Oath and someone was like, well, just get on Spotify and pick something. And that's the first thing that came up and I clicked play and it was horrifyingly bad. So I had this really bad first impression of Under Oath. And I know they're good, so I was really bad. I thought it was a different band. I thought I had typed it and spelled it wrong. And someone was trying to take Under Oath's fire by spelling their name slightly differently or something.
What about Lost in the Sound of Separation? That was...
Again, I'm such a...
That's 2008.
I'm not a good Under Oath person because I've never listened to them.
I know a lot of people say like Define the Great Line was like their saving grace as far as music in that genre and like it helped them through so much and I get it just by listening to it, but Lost in the Sound of Separation was my favorite. It's such a good record.
I need to listen to it. I didn't listen to more. I was going to like study up for this podcast, but I thought it'd be more interesting to just have an empty
wing it
slate on Under Oath. And just go in and say what my opinion was on the new song. Like I said like 3 times now, I liked it. But we have friends who hated it, which is crazy to me. I don't really understand why. I've heard the word generic thrown around with it.
Generic.
What did you think? Did you think it was generic?
No, but I don't think it's going to represent the record. I think that people were hoping that Aaron would do more singing since he just like came back. I mean, he wasn't even on Disambiguation. That was all Spencer and that other drummer with the sickest mustache of all time.
I don't think I've seen it.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he had the sickest mustache ever. R.I.P. mustache.
I loved the guy's heavy... That's another topic that we need to have sometime because I've heard people say like screaming vocals. When you say that, it sounds stupid instead of like when you're talking about singing and you say clean vocals.
I don't really give a shit.
I don't either, but I don't know what the proper vernacular is, but screaming, his screaming vocals were awesome on the new song, which I already forgot the name of. What is it again?
On My Teeth.
On My Teeth, is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
Really?
There's some on my teeth. I don't know.
The music video, I will say the music video was cool. Don't watch it if you have a history of seizures though, because I don't, and it made me nauseous and I just don't know. I don't know what the thought process behind throwing yellow in your face over and over again.
I liked the yellow though. I don't know. Like his hair was even dyed yellow. Even though the video is black and white, I was like, man, his hair's really light.
It wasn't all black and white, was it?
I don't know.
There was definitely yellow.
I don't
in it.
remember.
Yellow was basically burned into my retinas from that
I was
video.
driving when I was listening to it, so I wasn't watching the video.
Smart. Don't watch music videos and drive.
I don't know. I mean, like, a lot of people thought it was generic. I didn't think it was generic. I definitely thought it had a more cinematic sound. Like, they, I mean, it makes sense. They're touring with, like, Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that. And, like, I get it.
Well, people were mad at Bring Me the Horizon for their new stuff because it's.
I mean, it's just huge. It's like cinematic, like rock.
I mean, you saw the album where they performed with an entire orchestra. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was amazing. That's so sick.
I mean, it was like it was a normal show, mosh pits and everything, but there was this beautiful symphony with like an entire choir, an entire string section, and then Bring Me the Horizons in the front playing their music, and it was unreal. But people are mad at Bring Me the Horizon for their like generic radio rock sound.
I don't even care. It's whatever.
I don't either.
It's so good. I mean, like, Bring Me the Horizon's one of those bands that just continues to evolve and blow my mind, but that's it's a topic for a different day.
Yeah, true. Well, another part of the Under Oath, the new Under Oath, the album artwork. I don't know how much anyone who hears this appreciates album artwork, but Tyler and I do a lot.
Yeah,
and this new one is sick.
I mean, I'll skip a band if the artwork is.
I've done that before. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but your album artwork is insanely important.
Yeah.
I've clicked on a lot of bands, like on Bandcamp and like Spotify, based solely on the album artwork. Yeah. Even if their name is like Pentooth or something stupid, I'll click on it because I like the album artwork.
Yeah. I mean, like, when I was on Kingdom Leaks, still use Kingdom Leaks. Sorry. Like, I'd scroll down and look through all the album artworks before I'd even click on a band. There's actually one that I was surprised by. Is a band called Teenage Wrist. I mean, yeah, I was like, who is this band? Like, their album artwork was like a naked, like a hairless cat, and then some like a woman. I don't know. It was weird. So I was like, oh, this is sick. So I clicked on it, listened to it, and it was dope. I don't know. It had like an old school Nirvana vibe.
I think you showed it to me, but I can't remember.
Teenage Wrists.
Wrist? Is it plural?
I don't know. Is it wrists or wrist?
I'm pretty sure it's
Teenage Wrist. Yeah, just wrist.
It's such an odd name.
Sick. The name of the song was also called Dweeb, so that sort of caught my attention.
Do they have any traction, or are they like...
Oh, yeah, they're signed to Epitaph.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
well, that just goes to show you don't think too hard on your band name.
Yeah, just throw some random shit together and name your song, School Nerd or Steven Glansberg or something like that.
10 points if you get that reference, the Steven Glansberg reference. That's one of my favorite.
Okay, so like, I want to talk about a band. I'm going to do a band of the week. My band of the week.
New segment, band of the week.
All right, my band of the week is a band called Household. They just came out with a record on the 23rd called Everything a River Should Be. It has 11 songs. It's approximately 38 minutes long. And they are on Equal Vision Records. A couple cool bands have come off of Equal Vision. I think I can only name one, to be honest. We Came as Romans.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait, I think the Deer Hunter's on Equal Vision.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But, yeah, that record is sick. Their sound is 100% different from the last two, which are also 100% different from each other. So they aren't really sure what sound they want to have.
I hope they stick with this one because I can vouch it's incredible.
They need to stay with this one. Every song is good. To be honest with you, I haven't disliked any song. I think it's because it's so diverse. The whole record is super diverse.
I haven't got to listen to the whole thing yet. I think I made it like 6 or 7 tracks in, which is pretty far because it's only 11, right? You said it's 11 tracks?
38 minutes.
Okay.
Approximately.
We're that exact here. Okay.
Well, Spotify says so.
I loved it. I think it's really good. But that band came through our town not too long ago.
And if you know where we live, it's what's the population here?
None.
Oh, negative.
Nobody lives here. Just me and Tyler.
Okay, well, I got to get on Google now because I got to figure out what our population is so people can get context on this.
Well, where we're from is a very small town, and they came through with another band called Comrades, who's also very good. I'm not sure what they're doing nowadays. I don't think they've come out with anything new in a while, but they were really interesting. But Household Sound, then I don't even know what you call it.
16,000 people.
That's how many people live here?
That's actually more than I thought.
That's a lot considering everything. All of the buildings are empty and condemned.
Yeah. I mean, that's just because drugs, drug life.
Don't do drugs, please.
Yeah. Well, our state is now on a TV series on Netflix called Heroin.
It's I think it's based out of Huntington, West Virginia, the show, and what is it? I think it's called Addict or something.
I thought it was called I don't know what it's called. It's about drugs and how our state has way too many drugs in them, and there's an opioid crisis.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, if you're listening outside of our state, which if you live here, you know, we have a very severe drug problem. It's insanely sad, but that's not what our podcast is about. We need to stay lighthearted for the most part.
Yeah, this is sad as shit. Okay. Anyway, Household's record is sick. That is my band of the week. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Evan, what's your band of the week?
Intro music? Well, since this segment was created 10 minutes ago, or however, when you just said that you were going to have a band of the week, I didn't have time to pick my band of the week. But I'll go ahead and pick one off the top of my head and say Culture, with their new EP, is my band of the week.
Culture, you say?
This is what we were talking about, the V movement. I'm looking up the album right now.
How do you spell it again?
Hold on. It's CV.
This is so confusing. I think I found it. Don't mess with the English language.
Culture, if you're listening to this, we like you. We just...
Yeah, you're good. You guys are good.
It's just weird.
I met all of you individually. And I like
their bass player.
Songs.
I don't know if he's permanent. Jordan Moe.
He's in all their pictures, but I don't know if he's permanent.
He's playing bass for them. Regardless, he is a solo artist and he plays acoustic sad stuff, which I love, and he's very good. So if anyone enjoys being sad while they listen to music, turn on Jordan Moe.
Yeah, he
recently came out with an EP as well. I think it's like 5 or 6 songs. It's fantastic.
Is it recent? I mean, he just came out with a new song. Did he come out with a whole EP?
It was a whole EP,
Okay, well, I got to look it up. I mean, we went from Culture to...
We'll talk about Culture in a minute, because now we're on like a subtopic of Culture.
Well, he has the song... Oh, he had The Man I Was, which was his first EP, and then he had an album in 2017 called Happiness Is, but he actually just started a new band. Yeah, what's the name of his band?
Let's see. Oh, the name of... While Tyler looks this up, the name of Culture's newest EP is All Life Is, Act 1, and Act of Letting Go. It is 5 songs, and it's fantastic, and you should check it out. What genre would you put them in?
Culture? They're like in that alternative rock, sort of. I mean, like definitely heavy Thrice influence.
Yeah, you can hear that for sure.
I know that the singer loves Thrice, so...
I mean, the vocals are... That dude, I don't know how he doesn't thrash his voice after every song they play. He goes wild on the EP. I can't vouch for how he sounds when he does it live. Maybe he like tones it back so he can save his voice for the next song. But on the CD, he goes pretty hard.
Yeah.
Especially on Drown, which is the single off of that CD, off of the EP, which is the first song I heard, and I was like blown away. The first time I heard it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I really like Birthday Song. It's probably my favorite.
I like all of them. But that is my band of the week. Again, the album artwork on that's sick too.
Yeah,
it's just cool. Flowers, but it's like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
They're like purplish.
I like it.
We'll put links to all of this stuff that we talk about in the description thing, the bio for this episode.
Yeah, that. So I'm gonna since we're on the topic, sort of. Under Oath announced that they're going on a tour. It's called the No Fix Tour. It's going to be with Dance Gavin Dance, Veil of Maya.
Veal?
I'm so bad at saying
Let's
that.
try veal.
I like veal because it makes me think of like
Meat? Because that's
Yeah.
what it is. Veal spelled
we like
V-E-A-L.
food. We like food a lot.
We're going to talk
And
about
a band
what we
called
ate.
Limbs. I've never heard of that band.
What is it with bands and like
I like
using
that
body
name.
parts? Because there's that band Ghost Atlas, and their single was Legs, which is a fantastic song. But why is it called Legs?
I don't know. What does Limbs sound like?
Can we play it?
Limbs. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it. They released an album last year called Sleep. The singer has bleached blonde hair.
We're being really descriptive on this podcast.
This record is 23 minutes.
How many songs is it?
6. It sounds heavy. Like it. It's on Equal Vision.
I definitely understand why they're on tour with Under Oath.
Yeah, definitely fits in with Under Oath.
I hear that influence. I love that guitar tone.
It's really in your face. I like that.
This sounds like this fits perfectly with New Under Oath.
Singing's cool.
That's fantastic.
That's still pretty good.
That's a little Breaking Benjamin-y.
I like
Actually,
that.
no, that sounded like
I like this guitar. We're listening to the song Poison, by the way.
I think I could do without the singing. I think if it were just
Like the screamer
I think it was
guy.
yeah. If
What
it
do
were
you guys prefer? Screamer, hard vocals, harsh vocals? What do you want to call it? Personally, I don't care.
that was really loud.
I don't care.
Probably shouldn't play the whole song.
Just call it whatever you want to call it. I mean, like, whatever is descriptive to you.
I
Who-
call them
who
screams. I mean, that's just what I've always called them.
If you're going to be picky about how somebody tells you how they interpret music, then you need to grade off.
Let's not piss our listeners off already. I don't even
Just
know if we probably
be nice.
don't have any.
Be
but-
nice. Just
Be
be
nice.
nice to people. Let them describe things the way they want to describe it.
Like Patton Oswalt, if you haven't watched his new stand-up, he says, "Be kind. Everything is chaos." I like
True
that
that.
a lot, and I think that that's very accurate.
Be kind because harsh vocals and screaming are the same. They're the same thing.
But that is there anyone else on that tour?
No, just limbs and arms and legs.
His
and-
head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head and Shoulders shampoo sponsored the tour. They are listed on the bottom beside Fearless, which is also crazy. I keep going back to this.
You're
but-
gonna have to be like the label guy because I don't. I'm just so bad with.
No, I
bands that
mean,
are
like
on
it's
labels and
it's
stuff.
really cool for Fearless, like that they
Who's on Fearless?
movements.
Okay,
Gosh,
I can't think of any. I'm so bad with.
I have a
labels.
lot of bands. Volumes is on Fearless. Let's just pull up their roster.
I'm so bad with like anything dealing with labels. I just don't pay attention to that.
No,
Also-
Eve 6 was on Fearless Records. That's not real.
Was it on Google?
This is
Google can do no wrong, so that has to be right.
Alisano is on Fearless. I'm assuming still is. I don't know. Bless the Fall, August Burns Red. These are current, so Get Scared, Grayscale, Ice 9 Kills, Mayday Parade, Motionless in White, Movements.
I wonder if Grayscale is a nod to Game of Thrones. I doubt it.
Maybe they're pretty good too.
How long has that been a band?
Has that
have,
been a band?
Have they been a
Oh,
band?
the Plot in You too. They're on Fearless.
When does their
Volumes,
new
Wage
CD,
War?
when does the plot
Wage
new
War. I like Wage
CD
War.
come out?
It's out.
It's out completely. I thought it was just singles. That's another band that has completely changed their sound. Do we say they? Because it's really just
Yeah, they released the record.
right. But
They released Dispose on the 16th.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
What's the singer's name?
Landon.
Do we say they? Because he writes all of it.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I know that, but he writes
I know he wrote all of his old stuff, 100%.
but
He self-produced all of it.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've read stuff and seen stuff, but
Has he gotten away from the, would you call it horrorcore?
I don't know.
Because he used to just talk about killing people.
I mean,
And it was
honestly,
it was
he's a
brutal.
really good. Unpopular opinion, don't really like the new Plot New record. Don't really like the sound they've had
I haven't heard it
after
yet.
the first record. I like some songs off of Happiness and Self-Destruction, but like Wife Beater, best album ever. They won't beat that, and they definitely won't beat Firstborn. So like Wife Beater is when they were Vessels, I believe that's what their name was, and then they changed it over to the Plot New and released Firstborn. That was a sick record. Everything after that, I kind of hated. I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. Like, and I know a lot of people are super into the sound. It just it comes off to me sort of as like shock value. It's like shock factor music.
That's what I always thought about them.
Like I'm always
it's
like,
not bad.
well, I can't believe he's saying that.
It's kind of like Tyler the Creator when he for like Yonkers and stuff. He started with like they called it horrorcore because he just wrote about like he did a song with The Game. I don't know if you ever heard Martians vs. Goblins, and he just talked about like murdering rappers, especially
Evan listens to acoustic music and then just hard gangster rap.
I listen to a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like, I think the Plot New. There was a song off the new album. Of course, I didn't know it was out, but there was a single that came out, and the music video they were in the desert. I think.
What was this? What band?
The Plot New.
I don't.
You showed it to me. No, you showed it to me, and you liked the song. We were both really excited for the new CD because of that song.
That was like
I don't remember.
That was
what
like the release of the old album, though.
Oh, really?
Or not the old album.
This was not that long ago. This is when you were.
We
coming
can't
back
put this
from
in there. We're
California.
so uneducated on this. We
Why?
can't put this in there.
Who cares?
I don't know. I don't really. To sum it all up, not a huge fan of the record. It's just not really my style. I respect all of them like as musicians because I think their music is sick. But it's just not my style.
I'll have to give it a listen.
Yeah, it's just.
I know I heard one song that I completely hated.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to one. Also, they turned on caps lock before they named every song on this record.
I've seen a few bands do that. Like I've actually like Noah Gunderson did that.
I'm gonna bold every song on our record and italicize it.
Which song is this?
This song's called "Feel Nothing," and this song was pretty sick. This was off the new record.
I think this is the one we listened to. Was this a single?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was in the desert. You're talking about that one with the kids, right?
I think so.
Riding the bikes and stuff?
Yeah, that one. I really liked that song. He's one of those singers that excels the harder and louder and higher he sings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
His lower register stuff doesn't even come close to when he actually pushes his voice.
Yeah.
And does the yell scream thing. Yeah, I like this
song. That song's called "Feel Nothing."
I like that song.
The song that you're thinking of was "Time Changes Everything."
Yeah, that's it. Was that on the new one though?
No, that was on the last record. That was on "Happiness and Self-Destruction."
I really liked that song.
Yeah, that record had 15 songs on it.
Jeez.
This new one, they really took it back because they had to make room for caps lock. So they only put 10 songs.
Here's a question. What do you think is a solid CD, like not EP, like full length amount?
Like
what's a
LP?
good amount of songs for like what's not enough, what's too much, what's a perfect amount?
I think it should be between 8 and 12 songs.
I think 8 is not enough. I think 12 is the minimum for me.
Minimum?
Well, not minimum. I think 12 is the perfect amount. I think more than that's too much and less than that's not enough. I think 12 songs is like a perfect amount.
Yeah, I think depending on the length of song. So like,
yeah, true.
I think 8 is good. Like,
if the songs range from 4 to 5 minutes, eight songs is good. But if you have, varying lengths from like 2.5 minutes to 5, I think 12 is a good amount.
I think there's something good about wanting more, though.
There
like,
is.
if you listen to a
I was just about
record
to say that.
and you listen to it and it only has 8 songs, but all those songs are so good.
That
then
sets them up for their next album.
Yeah, and you're weaning out those, like, the bad songs. The
Yeah.
crappy, like, why is this even there? The interlude, the intro, the outro, like, the stuff that bands add to make it, it's almost like, hey, look how long my record is. But it's like 5 actual songs.
Yeah.
And the rest are just like interludes. And
Are you slightly like throwing shade at a band that just came out with an album? Because it sounds like you're talking about Being as an Ocean.
Oh no,
because that's
I
what they
wasn't
did.
talking about Being as an Ocean,
Okay.
but that's definitely what they did.
That is what they did, and we have differing opinions on that CD because I love the new one, except for the song that's backwards.
Yeah,
I don't know if did you know that one?
Yeah,
it's completely, but it's a full song. If you reverse it and play it forward, it's great. But they put it on there backwards, which I don't understand.
I don't know. It just on paper, I should love that band.
You really should,
but I do not love that band.
It's so weird to me.
I don't know what it is.
And I know you've
well,
tried.
I do know a little bit of what it is.
What?
It's the screams, dude.
I love them, and you know I'm picky with that. I'm super picky with the
sounds so
screams.
mad. It's like if Tom Hanks yelled extra loud. If Tom Hanks yelled louder than he does, everybody knows like when he yells, his voice changes 100% from what it was.
So Tom Hanks should be the singer of Being as an Ocean.
If Tom Hanks would push his voice just a little farther, he'd basically be the singer for Being as an Ocean.
I mean, I respect that opinion because you brought Tom Hanks into it, and he's an amazing man.
Tom Hanks is the dopest.
He's the best.
All right, so what else we got? Anything?
We have the tweets. Oh, we were going to talk about...
Oh, yeah. Artists on Twitter. We're going to read musicians on Twitter.
We had Brendan from...
Just pick one.
There he is. Oh. Okay, so you guys know Counterparts, I'm sure.
They're melodic hardcore.
They haven't come out with a bad album.
No, every album they have is sick.
Every one they come out with, except for Difference Between Hell and Home. Is that the name of that one?
Yeah.
So that's their best one. But the last, I
like the
You're Not You and You're Not You Anymore is fantastic. I love the album.
Hungry. I love that album.
You're Not You and You're Hungry. It's just a big Snickers advertisement. Not a sponsor. So Brendan from Twitter, if you don't follow him, it's at Brendan905. His current name, like other than his Twitter handle, is just That's Hot. In lowercase.
It changes weekly.
There for a while his name was like water. It was like a water company or something.
What was it?
He changed his name to some water company and he's like, I'm getting sponsored, bitches. What up? And it wasn't a sponsor at all.
Oh my god, he's got some insane following on Twitter.
He's got 17,000 people and none of his tweets make
17,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
On Twitter?
He has 49.2 thousand.
Brendan from Counterparts.
Oh, never mind. I'm looking at Counterparts Twitter.
Well, he runs. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
he tweets exactly the same. He's the only one that runs it. His cover photo is just a guy drinking a Coke.
Who is that? That looks like the singer from.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who that is.
He's got in-ear monitors on, so he
looks like the singer from that modern baseball band.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some tweets that I think are funny from Brendan. Okay, this one is 2 days ago. All right, I'm at the rave. Where's all the creepy shit at? I have no idea what that's in reference to.
Is that the singer from Modern Baseball? His name is also Brendan.
The guy I'm looking at right now? No, it says Counterparts and Fresh Cut Flowers.
No, the header.
Oh, I don't. Oh, maybe that is the guy from Modern Baseball. That'd be hilarious if it is.
I mean, they have the same name.
I've only ever seen him in that music video you showed me.
Yeah, his name's Brendan also. So I wonder if he's just...
Wait. Okay, I don't know who this person... He just said George. Like it says, George, happy birthday. I'm going to try and quit ripping cigs. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter because he's one of those people that it does not matter what he says. He gets likes and like retweets and follows no matter what.
Okay, this is a series of 3 tweets. Buffalo Whole Foods is extremely my shit. Yo, in-ears fucking suck. Fuck this haunted ass hotel.
These are all
Those were right after each other.
Oh my god, what about the one?
Oh,
there was one that he had where he was talking about some stuff in a hotel.
I don't know. Is that what that is about? That haunted
Let
ass
me find
hotel?
him. No.
He tweeted, I guess I'm drunk. That's it. I just happened to see this reply. This was an hour ago. When he's asking, is there anything to do in Saskatoon? Some guy said, play a show at Lewis. I'm guessing that's a venue. And he said, I'd rather break both my arms.
So this one was so true. I miss MySpace. I miss having a swoop. I miss everyone's profile song being 7861. I miss bulletins. Listen, if you don't know 7861, we can't be friends.
I guess we can't be friends because I don't know.
All right, we're still friends. It's a song.
Maybe I just didn't know the title of it.
I don't even know the most metal band. They weren't even metal. It's a band called Beneath the Sky. I'm going to play it.
Is this like a throwback?
Oh my God. Are you ready?
Oh, well, it has to be MySpace days.
This was a lot of people's profile song. I remember this was my profile song at one point. Oh my God. You listen to it now, it's crazy. This band was big. Well, I mean, as big as you can get. I mean, as far as metal goes.
That snare, though. Whew.
Oh, yeah, it was that. Yeah, that snare's terrible.
Nothing like Saint Anger snare.
There was a tweet that he had, though, that was so funny. He might have deleted it.
Every one of his tweets he doesn't delete his tweets. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
Do you think?
Oh, here we go. February 13th. Someone gupped on the headboard of my bed at this red roof. The replies are, it's a lot, too. And he says, there's so much. Somebody else says, surprise, welcome back. And then Brendan replied with, I'll literally sleep on cum every night if it means I don't have to be in Europe for another month.
So is Brendan just
This is like his least liked tweet.
Is Brendan just a much more vulgar Ron Swanson? Does he hate Europe?
I don't know. I love his pictures, like the ones that he put up. It says Happy Valentine's Day from a very happy couple. And it's just blurry.
Yeah, he trolls his girlfriend pretty much consistently. But I feel like she does the same thing.
I mean, it's cool. He's having fun doing what he likes to do. And it seems to me like he just started being stupid on the internet and it caught on and he just goes with it.
There's no difference between his Twitter and the counterpart's Twitter. Like sometimes the pictures, which I don't know if you know this, but the counterpart's Twitter profile picture it's a picture of Adam Sandler from The Wedding Singer, but someone photoshopped Brendan's face onto
it was
Adam Sandler's face.
I mean, it wasn't someone. They did that on a special release vinyl.
The whole vinyl is that, right?
Yeah, it's just his face over Adam Sandler's face.
It's one of the funnier photoshops I've ever seen.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay, now is part of the show where we talk about what we ate.
Oh, yeah. Restaurant of the week, but we don't have a restaurant of the week right now, so...
Well, let's make restaurant of the week FOP.
Yeah, restaurant of the week is FOP. What does FOP stand for?
Fraternal Order of Police.
Oh my God, that's so stupid.
Yeah, that's why they call it FOP.
Yeah. Okay, well, that place is legit because...
Food's awesome.
Listen, I ordered an omelet this morning. The omelet starts at $3.94.
Yeah.
But you start adding stuff, it gets crazy.
Yeah, it'll sneak up on you, the price.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they buy an entire carton of eggs, crack them all open, and that's the omelet. Thickest omelet I've ever had. It was like at least 4 inches thick, maybe 5.
It was pretty solid, and then it had steak in it.
Yeah, I got steak.
That was pure gluttony.
You know me. Yeah, but it was so good. I've never been so full. I almost threw up at the table, but I had to finish it.
I had a massive plate of sausage gravy and hash browns and bacon. And I don't think I'm going to be hungry for like at least till tomorrow.
I mean, I'm kind of hungry right now, to be honest.
There's no way.
I think I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I can't tell anymore.
Can't tell if you're hungry.
I'm thirsty. I do know that.
I am too. There's no water down here except for in the carpet.
There's a water directly in front of you.
I don't know whose that is or how long it's been here because it's not mine. Oh, we skipped a band, but we can save those for the next time.
Yeah, we'll skip it. Is that it for today? Are we done?
Yeah. That was we did our what we ate segment.
All right. I'd do some stuff. What do we say now?
I don't know. We're both new to this. Let's do the whole thing. Follow us on Instagram. We don't have a Instagram yet, but I think we're going to.
Are we gonna make Instagram?
I'd be cool with that.
Literally no idea what we're doing with this. So just
If you liked it, tell us. If you listened to it, tell us. If you made it this far, message us with just a random word.
follow us on Vero.
Vero is this new social media, because that's what that's all we care about now, social media. But it's awesome so far. It's a little buggy, but it's basically Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, like all in one. And on top of that, you can share what you've been listening to, like direct links to it, like from Apple Music. There's no Spotify support yet, but I really like it so far. So add us on Vero. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Here's what I think about it. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb, but I got it anyway. I just think it's just another social media. I do like that there's not a bunch of ads on
There's
it yet.
no ads, and they got rid of the algorithms that randomize the posts.
Yeah.
So everything you see is in like as it was posted. It's in chronological order. Is that the right word?
I don't know. It's the same thing as every other social media app.
It
It just
is.
looks different,
It looks
and I
nicer.
can still message Evan on it. I can message Evan on it. Are you guys
We
surprised?
talk to each other. On
Guess what? I can
15.
make posts. I can tell people what I'm listening to. I can do all the same shit I've been able to do since MySpace. I hate it.
I miss MySpace, honestly.
It's stupid. Vero's dumb. If you download it, I will. If you download Vero, I swear.
I'm not gonna be as mad as Tyler is, so just add me on Vero.
If you add me on it, I'll delete my account.
If you add Tyler, he's just gonna remove the app from.
Yeah.
First of all, signing up for the app is a nightmare so far.
Oh yeah,
Because they
let
send
it call you.
I'll tell you my morning. They send you a code that you have to activate your mobile stuff with, but it didn't text it to me. So then the option was, well, we'll just call you with it. Well, the calls never came through until 4 this morning when they called me 5 times in a row. And every time I answered, it was just a guy going 6161 6161, just over and over and over again.
They gave Evan his verification code at 4 in the
And
morning.
I blocked the number because I was sick.
Was
of
it the same number every time?
Every time I just blocked it.
Call him back.
Call him back. Never call me again.
Call him right now.
All right. Oh, it's busy. Of course.
Find their customer support and call
I'm
them.
not calling them right now.
Dang.
I'll save that for
Stupid.
next week.
I'm still upset about Vero.
I am too.
Or Vero. How do you say
I
it?
think I like Vero.
Do you think that V is secretly a U and they replaced it? So it's actually called Euro
Well, like there's
and it's a European? This could be a conspiracy theory.
the V's.
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
they
like
took
with
that
Paris.
V. Yeah.
Apparently, like with Paris, the
See,
V,
the
an
V's
A
are
can be a
everywhere.
V.
Hey, I'm Tyler St. Clair,
And I'm Evan Farrell.
and this is Halfnote.